Good morning, good morning, good morning. Again, my theme for the month is Women History Month. Women in history. My women in history. And so I want to talk about some very, very, very important people or women in my life. And they're my sisters. Before I get started, let me introduce myself to those who do not know who I am. My name is Tawanna Russell Craig, and I am a transformational speaker and a transformational coach. And I am here to help you to move, to get unstuck, and to get to that next chapter in your life. I did a little twist, and although it's motivational, and like I said, there are different things that are part of your healing. Giving honor to other people is part of my healing. I need people to know how I feel about them. And so I decided that this Women's History Month, and can I be honest with you, I never really acknowledged women in history before this year. And things pop up, and thank God that they did, because it gives me a platform to be able to honor some women in my life. So I want to honor today my sisters, those Russell girls, LB and Essie's girls, them kids. Them Russell girls. And so today I am going to take the time out to honor my sisters, Pamela Russell Kimbrough, Brenda Russell-Innis, and Vanessa Russell-Jones. And I wanted to stop to do this because they're part of my history. My sister Vanessa, well, let me go in that order, right? And I have to make a little pit stop first, but it's okay. I'm going to stop real quick because I have to run in and do something, but I'm going to finish this video first. I like taking y'all on my journey with me because y'all get the raw and uncut of it all. So today I can take my seatbelt off because I'm parked, but I am still on my way, my car chronicles. And today what I wanted to talk about or to give salute to was my sisters, Pamela Russell Kimbrough, again, Brenda Russell-Innis, and Vanessa Russell-Jones. Pamela is, I call her Pammy. I'm the only one who calls her Pammy. She is my oldest sister. She is the oldest sister of the Russell girls. I am the youngest sister of the Russell girls. Pam is approximately 14 years older than I am. She just turned 65. She's just turned 75. I am 60, will be 61 in June. So a little over, she's about 14 years older than I am. Brenda is the next in line, who is next to Pam, who is 13 years older than me, and Vanessa was 5 years older than I am. And so they are my foundation after my mom, right? They are the ones who I looked up to. I watched what they did. I watched what they did not do. And I remember my son told me one time, Mom, yeah, I paid attention to the things that you told me and the things that you said. And what I did was you take some of it and you go, oh yeah, that's good. And then the other things, yeah, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to throw that one right on out. And so at first I went, but then it makes sense, right? I watched what my sisters did. Some of the things were really good. Some of them was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that one. And then I made up my own. But I had a foundation. I had these women who took care of me, whether it was Pam combing my hair in the morning for school, or Brenda with the cooking, which I still follow Brenda with the cooking. And then if there was Vanessa, who called me her princess. And I miss her so much. Vanessa, God called her home to be with him, and that's still a mystery to me, because I just don't understand why certain people leave. That's just, I don't understand, but I know that God is all powerful and all knowing, and he does not make mistakes. So there was a reason that he took her home to be with him. But I thank God for my sisters, because like I said, they gave me examples. They gave me part of my foundation in order to get to where I am. And if I tell you, those sisters support me. My sister Pam, and I'm telling her story, but my sister Pam had a stroke. So the right side of her body is pretty much paralyzed, right? So she's in a wheelchair. But if I tell you, that sister was a fighter, because I remember somebody did something to me. And I don't know what this sister was going to do, but she was able to stand with her cane, and she was saying, bring that person to me now. And I'm thinking, what you going to do? What are you going to do? But she was like, bring her to me now. And we were like, no, get her out of here. Just get her out of here. But a part of me was like, yeah, she got me. That was my sister. That's my big sister. But then a part of me was like, well, what you gonna do? You know, but it felt good to know that no matter what, in her condition, she had my back. She had my back. And then there's the same thing for Brenda. It's like, no matter what, if I say I'm traveling to here, to Timbuktu, she ain't gonna go by herself. But if I need somebody to ride with me, roll with me, walk with me, do whatever with me, I know I can call Brenda up, and she's like, what time we leaving? Because she gonna ride with me. She's gonna go with me. She's gonna support. I was I'm a serial entrepreneur. So if there's events that I am going to have, I know that I can call Brenda, and she's gonna be right there in that booth with me. She is one of my biggest protectors. She is one of my biggest protectors. And some of you know, and some of you don't know, that I am I won't say victim, I am a survivor of sexual trauma. And I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my mom until I was 22 years old, which really, really hurt her. But that's when God asked, I was able and felt comfortable to say it. But then when I told Brenda about the sexual trauma, it hurt her, because she felt like, you're my little sister, and I didn't protect you. But no one knew. And so from that day forward, I know she has had my back. And I always tell the story is, you love your sisters, but when you fall in love with your sisters, in a good way, people, I remember watching her. We were having game night at home, and if you don't know Brenda, some people think she's very quiet and shy, but she's very, very funny and outgoing when she's at home. And she skipped through the house going, addition-ma, dash-ma, addition-ma, dash-ma, drop pain, she drop. This was Brenda. Nobody would see her. Nobody would know that this is something that she would do. But I'm thinking, man, my big sister is entertaining me. And another incident is when she was in the 12th grade. And of course, remember, she has that 12-year, 13-year gap on me. And her and Mike, or her husband, were going to their school picnic. And I wanted to go, but of course I couldn't. And this is not going to mean anything to anybody, but this is my memory and history, and this is what helped to mold me. And she said, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be back. Here is a peach. She might not remember this. And she said, so take this, and I'll be back to get you. And that comforted me, right? And then there's my sister Vanessa, who, like I said, she called me her princess. And if I tell you, small but mighty, she was a protector as well. It didn't matter. She was going to be there. I remember when I was going through some things, and I'm like, I want to cry, but I don't want people to see. She was like, girl, go in that bathroom. You go in there and you cry. She said, go cry, wash your face, and come out stronger, because tears are healing. And she would always say, don't hold back the tears. Go in there and cry. It's okay to cry. And I would go in and I would cry, and I would wash my face up and get ready to come back out and face whatever it was that was bothering me. But they all have deposited so many things in my life. And so what you see here is because of my mother and my sisters and my Aunt Mary, who have deposited these things into me and showed me how to keep moving, because people think that this was me all the time, and it wasn't. And I always tell people that I was faking the funk. I always felt that my friends looked better than me, their hair was better than me, their size, everything was better than me, and I wanted to be like everyone else, right? Until God showed me, you are all right just who you are. And so I wanted to give you that information on my women in history so far, right? I think we're on day 4. So there are more to come, because there are so many different people who have shaped my life. And so, again, if you have sisters, if you have aunts and your mom is here, love on them. Your friends, love on them. Your adopted families, your born in the heart families, love on them. Let them know now who they are, what part of history that they're going to play in your life and the lives of those to come. So until then, that's it for me. I gave you a little bit of who those Russell girls are, but trust me when I tell you, it is much, 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 much more that's to those Russell girls. So until then, have a super terrific, amazing day on purpose, because I will be watching. Because we support those who believe they could, but struggle with if they should. And baby, the transformation will be televised. I'm going to chat with y'all soon. Don't forget to like, share, all that good stuff. And give me some comments. Chat with y'all later. Bye.